Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. As always, everything that I'm going to talk about today is listed here on the board, so you can follow along, take notes, or what have you. If you do by chance miss something or you want even more information, just go to my website up here in blue, www.robertsrocki.com. I have a lot of free information there that you can utilize as well. And today we're going to talk about something that's important, helping those we know who have PTSD. Because quite frankly, folks, those that have PTSD, most of the time they don't even know they have it, they don't understand it, and secondly, they're just not going to come out and ask for help. So we have to do our part and step up to the plate and help them. After all, in most instances, they've already done a great deal to help us. So, first thing we all need to understand about post-traumatic stress is that the individual that has post-traumatic stress, their brain records everything. Okay, so whatever traumatic event they were in, the brain records it, it stores it. Okay, it saves it for later. And the reason it saves it for later is in case the individual comes across this type of traumatic event again or anything closely related to it. It's basically what it is. It's a protection mechanism that's inherent to your body and to your brain. It's your brain's way of protecting you from further danger. So understand that whatever it was they went through, their brain recorded all of it, and that recording itself is charged with emotion. Okay, and the emotion is the portion of the memory that takes over and controls the individual's life. And that's one of the first things we need to start looking at and dealing with if we want to heal or help somebody heal from post-traumatic stress. But we have to understand a few things first. Okay? Now, this recording that the individual's brain has can be triggered by just about anything. Colors, smells, sounds, okay? I, for instance, every time I saw the color orange, it would trigger my response. Every time I heard a certain noise, a loud noise or bang or something that sounded like a bomb going off, it would trigger my response. Certain smells would trigger my response. It could be something you see, just a simple color, like I said, the wind blowing, it could be anything. And it's your brain kicking in saying, oh, this is something similar to what we've encountered before. We better kick it into high gear so that we can preserve ourselves. And that's when you get into the whole, fight or flight thing. Do I stay and fight? Do I get prepared to fight? Or is there an opportunity for me to run, to get out of here, to escape and fight another day? These are the things that the brain of the individual who has PTSD goes through. It's a very normal reaction. So you need to understand that the reactions they're having to these stimuli are very normal. It's the body's way of trying to save their life, trying to protect them. This then leads to panic attacks, okay? The individual that you know that has post-traumatic stress may come across a color, a smell, a sound, and panic like that. They may just run out. So like what would happen to me is I'd be in the grocery store and I'd get in line and feel claustrophobic. Okay, it reminded me of being stuck in my fighting hole for a year in the war. And I would completely panic. I would leave an entire cart of groceries sitting right there in the line and I would run out the door. Literally just run out the door. Okay? I would be so overcome with this emotion, I just couldn't control. I felt like I couldn't control it. Okay? What we have to learn though is how to talk ourselves down, how to control it, but we'll also talk a little bit about how you can help the individual do that. Okay? Just so you recognize what's happening with the person that you know that has post-traumatic stress, when they do have a panic attack, I've listed a few of the symptoms here. They are a racing heart. It starts pounding, right, and beating fast. Sometimes you can see the veins in their neck throbbing because their heart's starting to beat. So if you see that, you can understand something's starting to happen. They're starting to have a panic attack, okay? Sweating. They just start sweating profusely. They start shaking, you know, your hands start going like this. Mine used to shake like that like crazy when I was having a panic attack. A loss of breath, so they start breathing heavy. Sounds like they just ran half a mile and they haven't done anything. They get chest pain, right? I used to get a pain in my chest. A lot of times people think it's a heart attack. You know, a lot of these symptoms mimic other serious diseases like heart attacks and stuff like that. So it's important that the individual does get checked out to make sure they don't have a serious medical condition. But like I said, a lot of times these are symptoms of panic attacks from post-traumatic stress. You get nausea, dizziness, and even fainting. I used to faint a lot. I'd be somewhere, I'd get so panic-stricken, so nervous, my heart get going so fast and that I would literally pass out wherever I was. I had it happen to me. I had it happen to me in school. I had it happen to me in the middle of public a couple times, and it's pretty embarrassing. And that just adds to your trauma, okay? Or to the individual's trauma. So one thing you have to remember in regards to that, say this individual goes somewhere, has a panic attack, they pass out, your brain or their brain re-records everything, okay? So if they're having, like I said, they're having a panic attack in public, they're having a panic attack at home, the brain re-records that, so that environment now becomes part of their trauma. So for me, well, I saw the color orange in my bedroom and the sun was shining in the window. I started to panic. So what happened was, then every time after that I went into my bedroom caused me to panic because it was now part of my trauma. My brain recorded the entire environment I was in when I began to panic. So like I said, it records everything for future use, so that the next time you come into that environment again, you panic, because that brings up your fight or flight. And a lot of times with panic attacks, they're going to get all of a sudden completely violent and just start fighting, or they completely panic and take off, which is what happened in my case. But these are normal responses to the post-traumatic stress, okay? This is what your brain does to protect you. And these are abilities that are inherent in the human being since the dawn of man, you know, since we were running around being chased by dinosaurs and other cavemen and things like that. It was designed to keep us alive. It was designed to perpetuate the species, okay? So understand that. One thing that you can do is be the calm for them, okay? You know, don't panic with them. Don't freak out because they freak out. You have to remain calm, because your excitement, your nervousness is going to incite more panic and nervousness in them, because their brain's picking these things up and sensing that the environment is getting dangerous quickly. Okay, so be the calm for them. You know, make sure you yourself take some deep breaths, remind yourself, let yourself know this is what's going on. My son or my daughter or my friend, my cousin, my aunt, my uncle, whatever is having a panic attack. I need to be strong for them. Remember, breathe. Inhale, exhale, talk to yourself. Okay, calm yourself down. Let yourself know this is a normal reaction for this person and for you, because of what they went through. Once you can do that, then you can begin to teach them how to do that, because that's what they need to then learn how to do. Talk to them calmly, softly. Say, hey, no matter how upset they get, you need to remain calm. Say, hey, just take some deep breaths. Come on. Inhale, exhale. Just take some deep breaths. Let's calm down. It's okay. We're just in the grocery store. We're at home. It's okay. Everything is fine. Just take some deep breaths. Calm down. And then when they start to calm down, start teaching them how to talk themselves out of it and things like that, okay? And then lastly, one of the other things that you can do is remove their triggers from the home or their environment. So like we talked about, these colors, smells, and sounds. If there's things in the home that are bothering them, for the time being, just remove them. You know, maybe if it's in there, take it out of their room, put it in your room for a while, until the individual can build up enough strength to begin to deal with that specific issue. They have to deal with each issue one at a time, okay? They can't do it all at once. It has to be dealt with in layers like an onion, okay? It builds in layers. It has to be dealt with in layers until you get to the root of the problem and heal, okay? So yeah, just, you know, remove those triggers from the environment, whether they're colors, whether they're certain smells. Just don't cook the thing that has the smell that reminds them of their trauma. You know, something smells bad in the house, change this, but get some air fresheners, remove whatever it is that's causing it. The same thing in their environment. Teach them how to do that in their environment. Maybe in their car there's something in there, a smell, a color. Help them to remove it from their car, or just do it if you notice it's causing a panic attack. So you got to pay attention to these. To when the individual that you know starts having these panic attacks and things, start paying attention to what's in the environment, so that maybe you can identify what their trigger is. Because unless they have an awareness of themselves and what's going on, they're not going to be able to understand it. So you're going to have to help them to do that. Okay? All the information that I discussed is in my book here, The Sword and the Anvil, in great detail. There's 25 years of dealing with and overcoming post-traumatic stress in this book. I list healthy, natural tips in here, how to overcome a lot of these things. I talk about post-traumatic stress, what it is, how your brain reacts, physiological changes it causes in your body. It's a very inexpensive book. It's convenient. You can buy it anywhere. Buy it on my website, robertsiraki.com. You can get it off Amazon, Barnes & Noble book. You can go to any bookstore, give them the title and my name, they'll order it for you. So it's easy to get, and it's convenient. You can take it with you wherever you go. The individual can take it with them wherever they go, wherever they're at. It's readily available, whereas you might have to wait 2 months to get an appointment with your psychologist or something. In the meantime, you can take responsibility, or help them take responsibility for their life and their healing, and learn about post-traumatic stress and begin to deal with it. Okay. Lastly, I want to leave you with my famous saying, which is, each and every day, take time to heal, become inspired, move forward, and be successful with your life.